Hello, welcome back. It's time for part 2 of my Star Trek The Original Series VHS Collection Update 2021. When we last left off, I stopped at the Galileo 7. Let's continue on, shall we? Okay, here's the Squire Gothos, episode 18 in the series. January 12, 1967, stardate 2124.5. '19th week of 1985, and this got a lot of blank film because it's a recycled tape from Star Trek 3, The Search for Spock. Yup. Then, here is the next episode, Arena, episode 19 in the series. January 19th, 1967, stardate 3045.6. This is a 1992 tape. 41st week of 1992. This still uses the original master from 1985, and it has the next voyage preview. But this also has the Paramount Blue Mountain logo at the end, right after the Desilu logo. Next, Tomorrow is Yesterday, episode 21 in the series. January 26, 1967, stardate 3113.2. And this marks the first episode of British actor John Winston as Lieutenant Kyle. It's 15th week of 1991, Moni Sound Barcode. This also has the Paramount Blue Mountain logo at the end. Court Martial, my brother's favorite episode. Episode 15 in the series. February 2nd, 1967, stardate 2947.3. 10 lid oversized reels. 27th week of 1985. Return of the Archons, episode 22 in the series. February 9th, 1967, stardate 3156.2. Came with this. '35th week of 1992. But this still uses the original master at the tape master from '85. And it has the next voyage preview and the Desilu logo with 1978 and the 1984 Paramount Television Blue Mountain logo with the 1979 jingle. Alright. Here's Space Seed, episode 24 in the series. February 16th, 1967, stardate 3141.9. '40th week of 1991. No, it's actually the 30th week of 1991. This does not have the next voyage preview, but it has the Desilu logo and the 1968-1969 Paramount Television yellow split box 1 logo with lots of scratches on there. A Taste of Armageddon, episode 23 in the series. February 23rd, 1967, stardate 3192.1. April 3rd, 1991, and it's printed in the 15th week of 1991. Since we all know what this tape has at the end, since this has the print date. Next, This Side of Paradise, episode 25 in the series. Let me scoop down some. Okay. Darn, that's the motorcycle in the background. March 2nd, 1967, stardate 3417.3. Gerald Ireland. Oops. '15th week of 1991, and once again, it's got the barcode on there. The Devil in the Dark, episode 26 in the series. March 9th, 1967, stardate 3196.1. Let me sit up here. I'm a doctor, not a bricklayer. March 26, 1991, and it's printed in the 17th week of 1991. Since this copy has a print date, we all know what this tape has at the end. Here's Errand of Mercy, episode 27 in the series. And the top one, that's no name up top, that's the factory era. March 23rd, 1967, stardate 3198.4. March 25th, 1991, and it's printed in the 14th week of 1991. Once again, we all know what this tape has at the end, since this copy has a print date. The Alternate Factor, episode 20 in the series. March 30th, 1967, stardate 3087.6. March 28th, 1991, and it's printed in the 14th week of 1991. Once again, we all know what this tape has at the end, since this copy has a print date. The City on the Edge of Forever, episode 28 in the series. April 6, 1967, stardate 3134.0. It does not list it on a TV broadcast, but it says no start date. June 29th, 1991, and it's printed in the 29th week of 1991. Once again, since this copy has a print date, we all know what this tape has at the end. Wow, it's like a robot. Here's Operation Annihilate, episode 29 in the series. April 13th, 1967, starting 3287.2. Fifth week of 1990. Actually, it's 1991. Alright, now we move on to Season 2. Amok Time, episode 34 in the series. September 15th, 1967, starting 3372.1. Sixteenth week of 1991, Money Sound Barcode. Who Mourns for Adonis, episode 33 in the series. September 22nd, 1967, starting 3468.1. 15th week of 1991. The Changeling, episode 37 in the series. No bad. September 29th, 1967, starting 3451.9. 14th week of 1991. Even though the box says 1990 on there. Mirror Mirror, episode 39 in the series. October 6, 1967, starting Unknown. 41st week of 1992. And this has the Paramount Blue Mountain logo at the end. Just like on Amok Time, Who Mourns for Adonis, The Changeling. For some odd reason, Mirror Mirrors fall into a public domain. This episode right here. But until it was finally renewed, when Star Trek renewed their license by Paramount in 1978. Next, here's The Apple, episode 38 in the series. October 13th, 1967, starting 3715.0. Sixteenth week of 1991. Actually, it's 1989. My bad. Show you one more before we stop. The Doomsday Machine, episode 35 in the series. October 20th, 1967, starting 4202.9. I had this episode taped off on the Sci-Fi Channel back in 2000. 18th week of 1993. Alright, don't go anywhere. Stay tuned for part 3.